Okay, so here's those Charolais calves off the cow. I don't know whether my dad fed them hay or if he's just feeding that other pen over there, but they're eating good. We're trying to decide how many calves to have come in the next 2 weeks because we have another set of superior calves coming. So we have to have space, and we have to have enough money, and we have to have pen place to put them. And so we've got to get rid of 2 loads of heifers before we can really take in more cattle.
Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the 3 Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video.
Those 2 loads of heifers is like $300,000, and so that will buy a lot of calves back, but yeah, we have to get those moved through the system and sold next Thursday. So we're still a week from that. Those heifers should weigh close to 800 pounds. I'm hoping for like 775. The top end probably weighs close to 8. The bottom end will probably be 750. But we will have to sort through about 280 head to get those 120. And then that will give us space out in 6 and 7 for another group. And we'll kind of bump these cattle from pen 2 to out to pen 4 and bump the cattle from pen 4 to fill pen 6 and 7. If you buy cattle not through a sale barn, you don't know exactly what they're going to weigh. So there's a slide factor of how much you'll pay if they weigh more than what they estimated they were going to weigh, or how much you'll pay if they weigh less. And so I think the cattle we have coming in, it's a full pile load, it will cost around $197,000. So we have a lot of beef going out a week from now, but then a whole nother load coming in. So we're just trying to get ready for that switch. I got a count on all the cows this morning on top of this terrace. So there's 44 out here. Just a couple height. Of course, I can only see like 20 of the calves, but they're growing. Nice easy time to tag before they can run away from me. And then right back to the mom's side. That one was born since chores last night. Mom got it all cleaned off. That's one of the purchased cows. They're calving in October, which I don't like calving in October because we're a lot busier harvesting. Cow meat lick tub. Lick tub meat cow. They've had supplemental protein from those that sedan they've been eating, but they'll like this.
Dumping. Moving fields with the MacDon folding corn head. We are heading to the next field. Awfully nice to be able to just press a button and become half as wide. When it's folded up, it's actually skinnier than the duals. So with the duals on it, you're still taking up most of the highway, but this certainly takes a lot of time out of putting it on a header trailer and having to hook it up.
Kendall's window is so dirty. Look at that thing.
Well, we have some third-party truckers, so I was trying to communicate with them and dump on the first one on the road, and then coordinate how the other one should get in the field, so here he had to sit. Can't have perfect efficiency, especially when you're opening up a field. He couldn't make it all the way through the field on an empty van, so.
All right, we are rocking and rolling on my field. First time ever harvesting this field. It was a little hectic at the start, so I didn't film very much. Maybe Nathan Kendall did, but it's good corn, and the bushels are coming out of here. So yeah, we finished up that last field this morning, and then there's about a 5-mile trek over here. And then, of course, you know, you got to do the out rounds and kind of get the worst part of the field done. And And then you get these big, nice long straightaways on a full circle irrigation pivot. Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
We are on a pretty good pace. The elevator is sending us trucks, and we're also filling trucks fast enough for Scott to haul a load as well. So that's 5 trucks that we're filling.
Okay, corn harvest is still rolling. We're getting some help with trucking. That freed me up to go get the drill ready. So we're putting in some fertilizer, twice as expensive as it should be. So we're gonna use 2/3 as much this year probably, but anyways. Then I got my wheat over there. We're gonna go try to get some wheat in the ground with the rain that's coming. We're gonna try to get the wheat stubble, 2nd year wheat drilled. We'd like to get it in so we have some potential of grazing, get some good tillering.
So this field's irrigated. A couple places it's a little muddy, but look at the cool speckle pattern on these tires. They're all pretty consistent. We are nearing 1/3 the way done with this field, maybe.
Well, Kendall's done pretty good today. We've got plenty of trucking help. This is the first time I've stopped since 11 a.m. this morning. It is currently like 3:30 or something. So shout out Kendall for running the grain cart.
Craig's got his whole family in the cab again. His MacDon header is doing work today. That'll be like the 13th truck. Well, that's just this field. We did a little bit of the last field too.
Got the fertilizer loaded, got the wheat loaded, and everything's working. It's only been like a month since we drilled that last cover crop, I think. There's actually a few things that I need to do to this drill that I didn't get around to. So if it does rain on Monday, I will try to do some of those things. Some of the double discs need shimmed in, and I don't know what else is there. Just some parts. Just some things that need to be looked over a little better for as much wheat as we have to drill. So the wheat price is honestly pretty dismal, but for us, you know, it's part of our rotation. We can usually get pretty good wheat yields. It works really good to do covers or double crop after, so it's part of the rotation, part of the diversification. I'm pretty sure we'll end up trying to graze more wheat than usual this year, just to kind of help the profitability. But don't quote me on that. If it's like wet or something, then we probably just won't turn cattle out to not tromp up anymore. Then we'll see how it goes. It seems like there could be some potential there. We have plenty of feed in our trench and in bales, so but it's definitely an opportunity with good fall moisture, so that's why we wanted to get some in here at the beginning of October. If we can diversify, you know, something's got to go up, right?
Got that semi loaded, and then Race down here basically had to come all the way to the other end. He's going to take out these last 12 rows, and then we're, I would say, officially half done.
We've got some truckers helping us out today. My friend Ben is over here. He's one of them. It's made things go really smooth today. With this irrigated corn, it would be hard for just our trucks to keep up, for sure.
What did you think that thing looks like? What did you think that thing looks like? Did you think it was a castle? Yeah.
All right, just got my chores done and got off the phone with the order buyer. I had told Nathan, I even told Kaylin, I said, yeah, we're not getting any cattle today because we're getting some more superior calves coming sometime between the 5th and the 20th. Well, found out those aren't coming until the 13th. So my dad said, we better take some calves this week and then not take any next week. 70 head coming tonight. So I got to feed hay still for him. My dad put a little ration in the bunk, but he left the hay for me because he had to rush over to trade me off in the grain cart. Greg is on that north side of the field now, so they're over halfway done. He said, Dad's not quite as fast at the grain cart as I am, so I'll take that compliment. I was flying across the field whenever I could. But so yeah, we are full swing in the fall here. With calves coming in, corn going out, and then Nathan, this might be in the vlog already, is getting some wheat in the ground, which really needs to be done. Usually we have a little bit started in the end of September, but we had plenty of reasons to wait.
What's that?
Nice boys' night too, just sitting here with our arms crossed.
Me too, me too.
Starting to see things. There's another grain cart. I've got 2 grain carts. That's just a reflection. This is not real. It's a reflection. That's real. When you're harvesting corn in the middle of the night, things can get a little eerie. You gotta stay on your toes. As any farmer who farms at night knows, you can get a little loopy at night. Well, it has been a great day. We got a lot of bushels moved today. This irrigated corn is, that moisture is wrong, by the way. It's been running about 15.1, 15.2. And it's been a great day.
Just around 70 head tonight. Didn't want a whole pot load. We just basically have this pen. And they come in a little lighter, about 515 pounds. And last week the steers weighed 601. Okay, we are hooking Kubota to Kubota. Usually we rake with the John Deere, but it is on the my dad's feed wagon, and now we got the 3-point hitch off of this, so it'll fit better on the rake. Those pieces of.
Got the cab all cleaned out after a hectic day yesterday. Poor Kobe has, he's taking the back seat to the kids riding these days. I've got him with me this morning. All right, let's go to the field. The beans are just about ready to cut. At least the left side of the road. All right, back here at the field, a mile from my house, unfolding the MacDon head. It's really nice because I could go home and fuel up without having to take off my header. We do have a fuel trailer, but it's really slow. And so, yeah, it's nice to just be able to drive home and fuel up with the fast one. And then our fuel trailer isn't empty either, so. That's what I did. I took it home last night when I was done and then just woke up this morning and brought it back. Brookiana running grain cart for the first time this year. Everybody else was busy this morning, so we've got a husband and wife duo this morning.
Okay, I am moving these last 11 to calf, well 10 to calf. We're gonna put these over by the Seuss steel calving pen in the case they have a little trouble. We can just slide them right in there. But they'll go in this pen. There's a little bunk that holds enough head for this many to eat. And then we can drill that ground of wheat that they were outstanding on. It's probably not very good to have them trumping that in. Okay, I moved the cows off of that field that we need to drill wheat in. This was the calf we were missing. I found him. I had a count and I needed 9 calves and I only had 8. I came and found him. But we aren't gonna use that Green Acres bunk over there anymore as we moved him off that field that needs to go to wheat. Well, I traded with Nathan. So yesterday I was in the grain cart. Today I'm drilling. He had this field all started for me, so I just get to go down and back until I finish the 40 acres that are left. Brought along a buddy, reading books. My other 2 kids are at the pumpkin patch today with the preschool and the kindergarten groups. So that's a nice thing to have. So super close by, I can just run over and pick him up. But hopefully the wheat drilling goes well today. This field we're hoping to graze. And then we have some other second-year wheat fields that we like to get in early because there's more residue. And if it rains next week, they will be muddier to plant. So those are our top important fields to get in early. All right, first 100 acres of 2026 wheat are done. Might be some of those cows right there that graze some of that. They got a long ways to go on that millet though.
Well, we are down to the short rows over here on the north side. Just got a down back left. So, and we'll move to the next field. It's got 2 more fields to go. All right, we finished this field, whole circle pivot, just over 24 hours. Not bad. There goes Nathan to the next field where you're switching back. This was my field here, so I was in the combine the entire time. I'm tired of being in the combine. I was ready to switch into the grain cart. I'm a big variety guy. When it comes to harvest, I just want to do a bunch of different things. I don't want to do the same thing all day, every day. All right, opening up the next field here by Lindsberg, across from the high school. I've been joking all summer that this field was flood irrigated because it would flood every time we get these big rains, and it'd have like 6 inches of standing water. So this is a dryland cornfield, but it had 6 inches of standing water multiple times this year because they shut the floodgates here to the city of Lindsberg so the city doesn't flood, and so then it all backs up on this field. So it's kind of like a little built-in irrigation system. I don't think it's going to yield like an irrigated cornfield will, but it's going to be really good for dry land for sure.
Started it might work, but we're rolling, so I'm rolling. We've got supper coming in a little bit, and some ice cream it sounds like, and trying to get set up for tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be able to get all our corn cut tomorrow or not. We have 100 acres left after this field, but it's supposed to rain Sunday night, so I don't know. It'd be nice to be all done, but it'd be a lot to do.
Gotta make time for chores, even when I'm drilling or when I'm harvesting corn. I have time for chores.
Nathan, where's your hat?
I set it down to mark where my decimal was.
It's your marker. Multifunction.
Yeah.
Nathan's trying to find a test plot, so he had to turn his lights on to be able to tell. So I win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Beautiful night.
Bailed for a little bit with my dad, and then he was having problems with his baler, so then I came back. We decided we'd finish baling in the morning, and I decided to try to finish this field tonight, which I'm pretty close. These tractors flick these lights back on for you to walk away, but it always makes me nervous that they're not actually off. My truck's just right over here. Pretty bright moon tonight though. So today's the windiest day we've had in a long time. We actually haven't had too much gusty 20-mile-per-hour wind, but beautiful sunrise.
Kansas Lottery tailgate show.
This is the K-State game on the radio today. Our feed, the males, the more the yield. Pretty decent fifth cutting of alfalfa. Going with 2 balers right now. Alright, I unhooked the baler. It will be pulled home with the pickup. because this you can't pull with a pickup. So I'm gonna take this home. My dad is gonna go and get a seed wheat trailer ready, and then I'll go and drill some more. We got a lot of bales over here to haul home. 60 or something from the last cutting, plus probably another 100 that we didn't haul home from the first 4 cuttings. Those beans are not ready to cut. It's October 4th. A lot of times we are cutting beans October 4th, but those are still a long ways off.
It's Saturday afternoon, actually. I don't think I filmed it all this morning. I've been watching the K-State game, so a little distracted. We're on our last field. This is the irrigated field out of the river. So this is the one where we have the river screen pumping water out of the river, and it's a half circle pivot, so there's some dry land on the edges, but it's been yielding really good for us. This was second year corn, which we haven't done much of, but it's been hard to keep up with the grain cart. Nathan's got some calf corn. If you're passing by us on I-135, make sure to wave or honk. We won't hear you, but it's always fun to have an audience. We've got K4 over here and 135, so 2 busy roads on a Saturday. But we're over half done with the irrigated part anyway, and then we've got some on the other side of the interstate to finish up. K-State is winning, by the way, so that's good. We're 1-0 after last week watching K-State, or listening to K-State while we're in the field. I'm watching it on my phone. I don't know if Nathan's watching it or not, but we're 1-0 last week, so we're doing it again this week. We'll see if the trend continues. We'll see if they can beat Baylor today. If they do, though, we'll be 2-0 in the field. So this irrigated here, we did corn and then followed it with a triticale cover crop and then planted corn again. Yeah, it's looking really good.
One more truck. Greg's got to go to a wedding, and Mom and Dad are going to a wedding. Nathan and I are going to stay here and try to finish this field. But I'm going to be a little late getting back to run grain cart, so when Greg has to leave. It's always nice to finish the last pass of the field. Technically, this field continues over to the other side of the interstate, but that part's dry land, so it's kind of like 2 different fields.
All right, we're on to our last patch. We finished that irrigated by the interstate. Now we're by the Taco John's field. Little patch back here.
Corn messy.
Yeah, messy corn. We spilled, didn't we? We were on a slope, and I was trying to make it one full round, and I did not. And right as I stopped, of course. But there's my truck. Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah, the wind is even blowing it off. We've got a couple spills that would be nice to go clean up, but it's probably gonna rain on them. Yeah. Well, we made it all this way. Greg and Mom and Dad went to a wedding. Then Kendall and I and Scott were going to keep hammering down, and we're like, we are within sight of being done, and there's chances of rain. So it's like, how late do we want to cut? Well, then right when we were kind of, you know, seeing the finish line, thinking maybe we'll try to do it, then we had a breakdown. We had a chain break. So we sent Scott home. Now Kendall's done the chores, and then we found a problem. There was a water leaking while he was doing chores, so I was getting a connector link for the chain, and then I fixed the water. Now it's dusk, and I'm getting back over here to put this chain back on. So I don't know, we still want to cut a while. It sounds like the co-op will be open. There's other people cutting and hauling there too, so we'll see how late we want to go. I don't know. We were hoping like to be in range of being done, and then Kendall go drill wheat late while I cut. The truck's full, but now that's not looking like it's gonna happen. Hopefully I can get this chain on quickly. We'll go from there. All right, you're always one connector length away from 2,000 bushel an hour coming to a standstill, but hopefully we are back in business here. We'll see how much we want to get done.
Okay, I'm off to the elevator, and to the elevator, but it's after dark. Maybe I think it's about 8:15. Dumping here at local MKC. We are going to try to do a field for our neighbors, the dairy in our county. They didn't need all their corn for silage this year, so we're just picking off like 20 acres, 15 acres for them.
Well, we're gonna run out of truck space to get all done, it appears. Dad made it back from the wedding and he's helping me again.
Well, I thought I was going to finish. Oh, I caught him turning off. I thought I was going to finish in the cornfield, but I finished with the air seeder 2 nights in a row.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.